Episode 2 of Negotiables versus Non-Negotiables. Hi there, I am Nange, and this is Wholesome Living with Nange. These days I've realized that the things people hold to be so important to them in relationships or when they're getting into relationships, the things they consider as their non-negotiables should actually be negotiables. So today I'm going to give some of those things, and if one of your non-negotiable is on this list, start changing your mind. The first thing is body shape or structure. Someone who is tall, dark, handsome, has six packs. Someone who is, or a girl who has bigger boobs, big nyash, curvy and everything. A girl that when you walk in with her, people are like, this is a chalugo, this is the right word. This should be a non-negotiable for you. I know some of you will get into a relationship and even marriage with a girl only because she has big breasts. Yes, she has big breasts, but is she caring? Do you think that this person is motherly? I'm not saying that these things are not important. Don't get me wrong, all right? I mean, if you have that person who is tall, that handsome, and he has other good qualities that complement everything, it is a win-win. It is a beautiful win-win situation for you. But what I'm saying is, you should not choose someone who is tall over someone who is tolerant. Because as he's tall, that is how he's going to give you a long-range slap someday. If he's tall and he's not tolerant, he will not be patient with you. That I want you to be tall, yes, dark, yes, having big boobs, yes, having big nash, yes. But if you have those other good qualities, those non-negotiables that we spoke about, but you are not this person, it will be easier for me to say, okay, it is what it is. You are good on the inside. You have those qualities that I want from a partner. And besides these physical attributes and qualities, you're also bent on having. Have you ever seen someone who is in a relationship, let's say in a marriage for 10, 20 years, and you ask them what's the secret of this marriage? They tell you it is his height. Whenever I look at him, whenever he makes me angry and I look at his eyes, I just lift up my eyes and I look at him and I'm not angry anymore. Have you ever heard that? No. But you would easily hear someone say the reason why our relationship has been able to last this long is because he's tolerant, he's patient, he's kind, he's loving. Not because she's dark in complexion, not because she's fair in complexion, not because whenever she enters, things are shaking. So that should be a negotiable for you. The next aspect under negotiables is educational background and certificate. See, I understand the fact that it is very important for you to get into a relationship with someone with whom you can have intelligent conversations with. You're able to communicate and don't feel like whenever you're talking to them, you have to teach them or you have to. In fact, even having to teach them is not a problem. Having certificates and having degrees shouldn't be a non-negotiable for you. Like, you want someone who has a master's degree, you want someone who has a PhD, you want someone they call Dr. ABC. The most important thing is this person teachable, because there are some educated people who are not teachable. Teachability is a very important aspect in relationships. There are people who feel like whatsoever thing they say is final. That is the only thing, like the only truth that can come out of the relationship is what they say. That your professor that you want may just be someone who feels like they've gone to school for so long that you cannot say anything to them. So if having someone who has a PhD or is a professor was a non-negotiable for you, and you finally get one who is that way, you're going to stress in that relationship because you made the wrong decision yourself. While Nange was here telling you, think twice. The next aspect, which I think that should fall under the negotiable column, is the profession. Like having a bias of a particular profession, saying that I only want a banker, I don't want a teacher. I think that should be a negotiable. That is something that you can easily compromise on. You are not wrong for wanting what you want. But then probably the reason why you want a banker is because you think that bankers have money more than teachers. But then there are stingy bankers, there are stingy businessmen. Someone would really have the money, would really have the resources, would really have the potential and the ability maybe to assist you or to give it to you, but they will not. Another aspect which always makes me laugh, I always find it funny whenever I hear people talking about it, is fashion taste. What do you mean by you cannot get into a relationship with this person simply because they don't have a good fashion taste? Like, this is something you could adjust. This is something that is teachable and easily learnable. Like, if you don't like someone's fashion taste and you're in a relationship with them, You could take it upon yourself to, teach them how to dress well, buy them things that can update their fashion taste. If the reason why you don't want to get into a relationship with someone is because they don't know how to dress well, they don't wear the latest designer, they don't know how to, maybe color combination, they don't know how to do this, do that, with dressing, it just shows that your values are so messed up. Like, this is something that can easily be negotiated. But hey, it is okay for you to want all the qualities that you want. It is okay for you to want someone who is tall, dark, handsome, someone who is fair, maybe dark in complexion, so 6 cars, 6 packs, 6 whatsoever. But what I'm saying is this: there are some amazing people that you can miss out just because they don't have those your spec qualities. Those things, there are some of them that are negotiables and they should be treated as such. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this one. This is Wholesome Living with Nange. Here we talk about life, we talk about love, relationships, personal development, lifestyle, and everything in between. See you in the next video.